You're going to struggle in your first year of college, and here's why. Yo, Are You Serious family, man? We back. How we doing, man? Let's get it.
If this is your first time here, welcome.
If it's the second time, welcome back, man.
So today, the All You Serious topic is college. You know, me and Josh are incoming freshmen going to college, and we just want to build and talk about the first year foundation of college and transitioning into college life. So let's get it.
Most definitely. And like John said, we coming up in college as well. So like my first statement, I said, you're going to struggle in college. So you know how I talked about the struggles, and we're going to go through the same thing. So I was going NBC News, and there was a poll that said 60% of incoming freshmen are going to struggle their first year of college. And why is this? Oftentimes it's because of personal development issues, academic adjustments, and social integration. All these things manifesting even in college life. So going into something new like college is going to be very, very traumatic. So I'm going to start with personal development. Young adults really get caught up in trying to fit in with the norm or trying to fit in with how other people see them, and that could often shift how they personally see themselves and other people around them. You know, often it's crazy because a lot of people don't even want to go to college in the first place.
Yeah.
But they see their friends going or they see anybody else going in their areas, and they kind of push them to want to feel like I want to do the same thing. And the same thing with their parents. Parents say, oh, you got to go to college, or you got to do this, you got to do that. And often that could put pressure on the child and a pressure on the young adult to think, well, if I don't do this, then I'm not going to fit in. I'm not going to fit into the norm.
Not going to that low key going to personal development. Like I remember we had this conversation before we actually did this particular podcast. Like in itself, we had the other part, like kind of the prequel to that, where we was kind of getting tested, just practicing doing podcasts. But what I was gonna say is, like, has there been a time you felt like you had a doubt or like you felt like it was like you was pressured to go to college? I know you didn't kind of change your mindset now a little bit, but just kind of give me some insight on that.
Yeah, because in a lot, like let's say I'm starting in 2020. This is like COVID time and everything was going on in the world. My whole mindset around school shifted crazy.
I think everybody was.
But it affected me so much. It just made me decide, like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I said, forget college. I don't even want to do high school no more. That's how I was. I wasn't trying to drop out or nothing. But I was just in the emotion, like, I'm done with this. I'm mentally detached. So I feel like myself and likewise with a lot of many other students, like there's people who struggle to even realize, like, do I even belong in school? Right. So my personal adjustments to that was, well, I don't like doing this, and this is not this. I don't think this is for me.
And sometimes this don't go exactly into what I'm trying to do, and you know, all that different stuff. So it's kind of like even before college, you having personal development, just in high school, simply off the fact that like you going into, at least if you're thinking about it. If you're scared, that means you're thinking, like, right. You feel me? So in a sense, like you going through high school is like, oh, where am I going next? What can I use? What resources can I get and bring in to kind of help me build the life that I want to build? And like you were saying, sometimes parents pushing this and that, like that they don't really want to do. Right. It's kind of it kind of make a development into more of a stressful, fearful type of young adult and you know what's crazy? I just saw a post on Instagram that was saying like a lot of reason for procrastination going into college and just life in general is because the fear of failure, the lack of dedication to certain stuff. And it's like, and that starts in high school because people you personally developing. You personally developing and get stressed out. So that's
it's crazy because like when I'm connecting that to is, let's say, like you said, that the parents forcing the kids to go to college or telling you got to go to school. It's kind of a vast term, but it's kind of the same thing as religion. Like if you grow up in a household who's strictly Christian or strictly Catholic, they have these certain views that they are forcing on you, and then you kind of don't have a time to kind of develop your own opinions on certain things, and that can dive into like a certain thing that goes into personal development, your mental health. When you grow up and you have an understanding of what you've been going through traumatically throughout your whole life without understanding it, that takes a toll on you mentally. So you kind of come up and wonder why you have so much anxiety or so much depression, which a lot of first year students in college deal with. Like it comes from dealing with different environments. Like let's say like you get into your dorm room and there's like this person in there, the different type of mindset, different type of vibe, whole different shift. Energy. Most definitely.
One of the like most crazy things I've heard that was so true is like we all live on Earth, you know, what we see as Earth or whatnot, but you got 8 billion different universes that go into somebody like
mindset. They mindset like, so different.
You got 8 billion different universes that got different people in different minds, different ways of viewing things, different experiences that breed different perspectives on how they see certain things. We could see the exact same thing and it look totally different. Totally different because of what you
your
been
perspective,
through.
how you grew up.
But I kind of want to like shift this over to a point of like college. I think can be a resource, and it can definitely be, in some instances, a factor that kind of brings you down or whatever.
Right.
And I want to go into that as far as like the resources part. Of course, networking, you know, being able to socially integrate and find new people that have some of the same interests that you have, and some actually that don't have the same interests, but actually can come and still help you, like we was talking about a couple of days ago about networking. Because if you build like a business or whatnot, you got a lawyer, you got a person that does finances, different departments, all the different stuff. So you get opportunities to build those type of relationships where you can, I know a guy that do this. I don't know a guy that do this. So I need to contact this guy that I know somebody that do this or whatnot. So it's like you gain those type of things. Not that you can't gain those in college, outside of college, but you know for a fact that people there are, you know, attached to the same goal. Now on the backside, you got debt.
We all
Let's
hate
just get
that.
a moment of silence for debt. I mean, personally, we're not trying to go to school with no debt.
Apply the scholarship. Hey, it's funny. We were actually in school. Me and John, we go to Detroit Edison, and I was in the group in my leadership class. We actually made a song about applying to colleges and applying for scholarships and all that stuff like that. If y'all might get a chance to hear that one day, I don't know. We might have to drop that.
Might drop it in here.
Maybe
I don't know. We might sell it. Or something. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But
like
definitely. College debt.
That's something scary.
It can make you literally not want to.
It makes or break your whole college experience. Because a lot of times, see, you know, we're midnight golf, and if you're not familiar, the midnight golf program is basically a program. The midnight golf program is a program that emphasizes the college success to only not go to college but through college. So basically, being help you able to fun and just life skills and goals and being able to achieve your success in many different ways. But we had a conversation about debt and credit and interest and all these other things. And that is a very prominent cause that can shift people's mindset when it comes to college. And it's been the same way for me. Like, I know a lot of people want to go to HBCUs, like different, like Howard or like Xavier, just all the bigger the schools. And
with big price tags.
That's going to run you a ticket. Howard, $50K at the minimum. Like it's so
out of state.
Then you out of state, so all them prices that's crazy.
They gonna get taxed,
and that's something to really take into account when you're looking at colleges. And the thing is, as 17, 18, 19-year-old kids, we don't really aware of money for real.
Aware of it, and we don't have it.
And we don't. And who gonna pay for the college? Our parents and the government money, which you got to pay back eventually. So we don't have a really good wrap around like what the costs are for real.
Yeah.
So we say, oh yeah, we want to go here, we want to go there, but then 5, 6, 7 years later, now you got $100,000 in debt. Now you're trying to worry about
how you gonna pay it back.
Exactly, and that ties into your credit. And your credit go about how you can get your car, your house, your everything. So stuff like this, when it comes to debt, that shifts people's ideas when it comes to college.
Yeah, because if you thinking ahead or whatnot, it's like, do this really make sense?
Right.
Like, especially if it's like something that do it really make sense for something that I want to do. Now, my dad always said to me that it's better to have, well, at least I made this up, but it's better to have options than ultimatums. I think a lot of times you make yourself more valuable and more accessible when you give yourself an opportunity to be able to educate yourself on a higher level. You know, not that going to college is the only way to educate yourself, but you should always continue to educate yourself. But I think college is the most, probably still the common, thing to do as far as getting employed or whatnot. But I think I say college it's definitely a resource because it's a lot of stuff that you gain. You know how to be a adult and kind of just go through life on your own and have responsibility. So that's my
I want to point what you just said about being on your own. It kind of ties into the personal development thing. So are you kind of worried about living on your own for the first time in your life? Like, it's not, you 17 going on 18 very soon. By the time you're in college, you're going to be 18. It's going to be like the first time in 18 years of your life that you actually been by yourself with your own free will. So how do you think you're going to handle that? How you going to handle that?
I mean, it's going to be, I'm going to handle it. I think
it's a nerve-wracking?
But it can. I'm not thinking about it directly, but when I get there, it might be like, when the time before you go to speak or whatnot,
it's
like,
cool.
Like,
but when you doing it, it's like, oh man.
Yeah,
like,
but once you get done with, like, once you end it,
it's
like,
like,
kind of, you feel me? So I think it's gonna be kind of be like that. Like the closer I get to it, I'll be like, oh, okay, we doing this.
Right.
Now I'm doing it. And then like down the line, it's like I'm doing this.
It's normal.
It's normal. So I think that's what it be. And my parents kind of tried to give me enough freedom where I had, you know, I could make my own decisions, kind of develop a good mindset on what and what not to do early on. You know, so I have fun.
Yeah,
know that.
I mean, I think you're supposed to have fun and being able to adapt to your new environment, because if you get so home, because a lot of people get homesick when it comes to like leaving home, and especially if you're going far. People think, oh yeah, I want to go so far. Like somebody in the Midnight Graphic group chat last night said, oh, wherever I want to be 10 plus hours away so my parents can't pop up on me, this, that, and the third. But you never know. You go this 10 hours away, and it's like some pop off. Now you don't got mama and daddy to come save you. You feel what I'm saying?
And then like is it true? It like maybe the longer the flight it take to get there is the more expensive. I'm not sure.
More expensive. I mean, I feel like it depends on where you're going, most likely.
Yeah. So like you know you don't. But that's another cost.
That's
another cost that's
added on to that. Yeah.
So like I think college is really about balancing the return on investment that you're gonna get and the balance between the amount of money you spending and the value you're gonna get out of it. Like if you're trying to be a creative, like I think that's what makes it hard for kind of people like us to find the right price range. Because a lot of colleges we won't go to like a music, you got Juilliard, Berkeley's. For fashion, you got creative studies, you got Columbus Art and Design, film, you got
Full Sail,
NYU, Los Angeles, like
and them all gonna run you tickets.
They gonna all you USC
tickets,
$300,000 for a bachelor's degree education. So it's like it makes it hard for us to kind of get that balance,
navigate that.
Like you said, midnight golf and programs like our school kind of help you kind of navigate to get to the point of where you can make a decision that's sound. Like Michigan, I think Michigan State for me is gonna be it's not decision day.
But the predecision, you know. But yeah, but it's the stuff like that can really make or break your college experience. And actually, I was doing some research one time, and it's from mentorloop.com, and it says
what is it?
mentorloop.com. Okay. And it says 70% of people in America, like workers, just people in America, feel like it's important to have a mentor. But over 30% of them don't have that. So it's like as an aspiring college student, as your first year college student, you don't have. Most people don't have mentors or somebody to tell them right from wrong or how to do this to make logical decisions. And this kind of ties into why a lot of us will struggle. Because we don't have that voice in our ear. Sometimes mommy and daddy ain't gonna do it for us. Sometimes a boyfriend, girlfriend ain't gonna do it for you. You gonna need an adult that's telling you, like, okay, somebody
that has skin in the game.
That the wisdom, exactly, who got that game.
Wisdom, like I said, wisdom is applied knowledge.
Applied knowledge, yep.
Hey, I'm telling you,
fuck, get that on John.
I'm telling you, for me, it's all about finesse. I know me and Josh like finesse. So when it come to college, when it come to getting a mentor, because mentors are literally the cheat code, man. Cheat code. If you got somebody that already did what you're trying to do and successful at it, or is knows about that range and they retire from it, they didn't already did it, then you branch on to them and you use their resources to build you up so you don't have to go through the same thing they went to. Because that's why a lot of times the people that share the same color as us are behind, because we repeating steps that people already did. Like if my parents made 10 million, I shouldn't have to go search for $10,000.
Right, you shouldn't be struggling for $100. Right,
shouldn't be scraping for. So like, it's about finesse. If you can get to somebody that's willing to help you, that's already been where you trying to go, then you latch on to that and you just not ride that way. You provide them resources, you help them out, and they help you. Out. Yeah, and you get a cheat code, you get a boost into getting in life instead of being behind when you didn't have to be.
Right.
So that's just my take on that.
And you can always learn the easy way or the hard way. The hard way,
that's because
the mentors, they learned the hard way.
They learned the hard way.
Not us being their mentees. We're learning the easy way because they already did the hard work. You know what I'm saying?
See, look, but you know why this tie back into what you said in the beginning. A lot of people gonna struggle because
they don't have
they don't have that, or if they have it, they don't use it correctly.
Right.
We gonna use it correctly.
Gotta utilize.
We trying to get out of debt. We're not even trying.
We're not trying to stay away from it. Don't even want to know his name.
Yeah,
no,
we doing Uncle.
No,
none of that.
Sam. No,
Sally Mae. Ooh, we don't want to talk to them. We want to talk to fast food.
Financial freedom.
Yeah,
that's what we want to talk to. Financial freedom.
We want to talk to Charles Schwab and
yeah. People driven.
Yeah. Come on, like it, dog.
But yeah, I know when it comes to them struggles, like financial is a very big thing when it comes to like college struggles, and we know as an incoming freshman, like those are the type of things that we have to be talking about. And having a resource like the Midnight Golf Program develops us with those mentors to kind of put that in our head. Like those are things that we need to think about, and that kind of ties in with the networking, because in a Midnight Golf Program it's about networking access. So that is a realm of social integration. So we gonna come from a place from knowing the schools that we go to Midnight Golf to whatever university that we go to. A lot of the times the people
connections
exactly. A lot of times
MVP there
exactly, and a lot of times that the people that we grew up with in school or even in Midnight Golf, we're not gonna be able to be around them as much. So how do you feel like the social integration from life now to then is gonna affect you? Do you think you're gonna lose friends or gain new friends in a positive way or a negative way? How do you feel about that? Hard. It's hard.
No, well, yeah. I say the people that my mom always say, the people that see you supposed to see you. If they don't, they ain't supposed to. You know. So just going about a way, going about it in a way that's talking about a divine purpose. Then you just like what's supposed to be there.
Right. It's gonna be there.
Was I don't see us.
Right.
Breaking up or whatnot. No homo.
So come on, just bro.
Yeah. I think whoever's supposed to be there down the line for what's necessary in that moment, your creator will make sure that's there for you,
right.
and continue to. Some friendships might come back later on, some might go away just for the sake that that's not what was working or what was, where we was at with it at the time.
Yeah.
But like you said with the whole MGP thing, we have a fam. Most of the time, like if I go to Michigan State, it's a family there.
Family mission, yeah.
If you go to Toledo, if you go to
wherever,
like most of the time we got around. It's like a universal. Right. It's a universal family.
Yeah.
Somebody knows somebody that's MGP.
And that's why it's good to be in a program like that, because they have different plugs everywhere you go. Yeah. Like even at Grand Valley, I forget the number. The number of scholars. It's like 12. It's high.
It's like 12,000.
Just because you was
was it over the course of 4 years or I think it was 12,000 a year, low key.
If that's the case, that's fire. I'm gonna tap in with that.
That's a good one.
But yeah, it's just being able to have that connection, like I said, with everybody don't have. But when it ties into the social integration piece, I think me personally, a lot of the people that we know now or that we talk to now, we're not going to end up talking to every day. Like our big three, big four, like the closest people that we talk to, we gonna still stay in communication. We all do the same thing when it comes to like content or creation or entrepreneurship. That those are our fields. But when like kind of like the other people that we talk to on a daily basis that we're not as close with, it's like those type of people are they're gonna stray away from our life. And often, a lot of times we go to new environments like that, your whole mindset when it comes to everything changes. And even like I said earlier, religion. Like just think about it like this: how some people they get incarcerated, they go to jail, and they come back out Muslim. Yeah. Like so you went in jail Christian, you came out Muslim. Like what's the whole shit from that? So I think I want to ask you a question. So do you think you would ever be faced with, or do you have a point where your morals or your beliefs in certain things will change due to your environment or wherever you go? Like let's say you meet a friend and then they're XYZ and they kind of influence you. Like do you feel like you'll be influenced by that in any type of way or form?
Well, I think right now that can happen right now. Not necessarily religion wise, because I'm
solid in what you in.
Yeah, solid what I believe in. But as far as your environment changing your outlook on things, like I said earlier, your experience and the different experiences, different environments breed different perspectives on certain things. So like if I was for example to go to college and study abroad, I probably instead of not studying abroad, probably would see some certain things different because I went to a different country. I've studied a different way. I've studied in a different environment, so I'll come back a different way. But just more so in a friend sense, if your friend, is doing a particular task or a particular discipline, like fashion, for example, or finance, like you kind of bond, especially if you sticking by them, like it would only be right for you to kind of get right with them, you know, like and
get in that area,
get in that area, or kind of help them out or help them where you can. With that particular discipline. So that's my take. Do you feel like I got a question too. Like, you feel like you have any type of anxiety towards college, or just going like, what's your whole? Just like, give me the whole thing.
So we got asked recently about our mental state when it came to college, and I remember I was kind of in the middle. Like, are you worried about college or are you stressed about it? I was kind of like a little bit, but not really. The stress for me, like I said earlier, comes financially. And kind of deciding where I'm gonna go, because me, I've been in the process of deciding where I wanted to go since like September,
Right.
And I still really don't know. I've narrowed it down to like 4 or 5, whatever.
Right.
But it's kind of like, where's the perfect place for me,
Right.
And that, and I see you don't think it's no perfect place,
yeah,
but
it's just gonna be. I think
is what it is.
It's great places, and it's the perfect place is gonna be where you go and make the best.
And you make it the
Make
perfect.
it the
You gotta
best
make it the
one,
perfect place. Yeah, that's a good point you make, because I know we was talking to you was talking to one of our friends, and they was kind of questioning their decision on based if they want to go to a specific college, and it's like you kind of retaught them into like, well, you gonna make whatever place you go to the place for you, wherever you go. Like, let's say Michigan State, and you want to go there for photography or film or design. Like, if you have to find the right niche of people in that area to align, exactly, find a good mentor to align with what you want to do. But my personal stress comes just from the financial aspect of being able to pay for it and knowing where exactly to go. But I feel like once I figure out where I want to go, everything gonna go from there. Yeah. And applying for scholarships is gonna kind of cut off that financial stuff. Yeah. So.
Let's just pray. Come on, come with it.
Lord, I allow our viewers to apply for scholarships and
help us get some too.
Oh yeah,
because y'all don't apply for them, we gonna apply.
If you don't get it, I'm gonna get it. We can get it. We gonna get it.
But I'm glad you went back into the distance of things, because I think like for creatives like us, that's what kind of makes it hard making that decision. But it's ways to get your thoughts out and get really a lot of your ideas and creativity out without going to college or having to go to an institution
and pay thousands of
dollars.
Yeah, so like speaking about debt and about financially being able to afford college, often that comes from your ability to perform in school. So I know me, I'll keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. My ability to perform in school in my first 2 years of high school, it wasn't that good. So I've been on a way of trying to build myself back up
on the decline, trying to get on the incline.
Exactly. Yeah. So when you start off strong in school, you get so much different opportunities just because of your grade point average or your SAT scores. So let's say you apply to a school, let's say University of Toledo for say. Let's say you have a 3.0 GPA. Your base scholarship opportunity off merit, let's say you get $3,000. Yeah. But let's say you have a 4.5. You can get the presidential scholarship, $16,000 plus a semester just for you having that GPA or that SAT score. So that's why it's so important to start
strong.
Exactly, to start strong. Let's say you're a freshman watching this. Please start strong. Please don't come on, please. And if you're senior year, finish strong as well. But this is the portion that a lot of seniors, just students in general, hate talking about. And that's the academic portion of it, which is honestly the most important part of it all.
Because that's where the
money. That's how you get there.
That's how you get the money.
Most definitely.
That's how you get there. Then get the money. Like, it's one thing to get accepted, but you got to get the money too. Yeah. So it makes sense to go. And the academic achievement, like, I know for me, I worked pretty hard, but again, I was kind of sitting back a little bit. I know I could have worked harder and probably got a little bit more money. But some of the stuff I was surprised with, like the $100,000 scholarship from DePaul, even though it's a $40,000 a year school, is just kind of like it's nice to say on Facebook, a good post or whatnot, or the scholarship from Oakland and Eastern. Like it really working hard academic does pay off, and like I can't even say, like you said, I can't even say that I'm smarter or nothing like that. It's just early on we kind of just made different decisions, and it just kind of affected us a little differently. Right. So I know. Sometimes when I'm looking at the gap that I have in college, it's like, I really didn't work. I know I didn't work hard enough, so I don't get mad at it. It's like, it really is what it is. I got to apply for scholarships or whatnot and work hard on that. Right. Just kind of make up for the decline that I'm on as far as that. And it probably was SAT, because if I had a 3.78. So if I would have had like a, let's say like a 1,200, 300. Like,
that'd have been way different.
I would have that would have probably.
And it's crazy because a lot of schools are test optional now, but if you do submit it, then you get qualified for certain things. But that kind of dives into the realm of like different curriculums. Like, let's say at Depsa, I know for us, like the curriculum at Depsa isn't really that rigorous or isn't really that hard.
It's not super hard.
It may be challenging for certain people who struggle in certain areas. Like me, I struggle in math. Like,
math gonna get me wherever I go.
The numbers, nah, bro. That I'm sorry. Like I can count money. I trust I can count money and
I can do my percentages
and stuff. But when it come to all the
trigonometry,
y plus mx to the power of 550, I'm good. I'm good. But that curriculum based, like if you struggling in high school, you gonna struggle in college, and that's why it's important. If we on the same page, it's important to have, like you said, mentors and people, study groups and tutors, the people that can help us go through those certain things. Because if you don't, then you're going to struggle academically 100%. So do you ever feel like let's say even now, do you have a specific subject that you feel like you would actually need to have a support group on? Like just math? Like it's a specific type of math or just math in general?
Just math.
Just math.
Because they're going to start at algebra, and that's what's going to get me.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to study groups, all that. Let's get it.
If y'all watching, anybody watching this, if we end up going to the same college, come on, let's get some support groups going in here.
We can pray before we
start.
Matter
of fact, prayer groups and support groups all at the same time, because we gonna need that.
Prayer support math groups.
SPM. SPM prayer. No, that was PSM. Prayer support math. That's prayer,
good. Yeah, put it on the shirt.
See, speaking of shirts, hold on. What we got on right now? Is this Felici?
This a new Felici made it, man.
Yeah, man. And it's Black History Month, man. Someday we'll all be free, man.
I know y'all remember that episode of last year.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
It's crazy.
If y'all want one of these sweatshirts, man, tap in with me at FeliciMadeIt.us or on Instagram at FeliciMadeIt. Hey, let's get it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Hey, academics, personal development, social integration.
60% of students.
Y'all, hey, look, y'all, trust me. You gonna struggle.
You gonna struggle. I'm gonna struggle.
I'm gonna struggle. You gonna struggle. You gonna struggle.
You gonna struggle.
Hey, man, this was the Are You Serious episode of First Year Foundations and getting into the first year of college and developing these mental and physical and academic and trigonometry, all that good stuff. All the good stuff. Y'all, it's so important. I know we joke a lot, but y'all really got to dive in. Like it's getting serious. Like it's really getting to that time. And please
don't spend all your money on prom.
Have fun, but do it smart. Hey man, that was Are You Serious? First Year Foundations. And what episode is this? 12, 11, 10,
97?
Whatever it is.
Whatever episode it is, I don't know. We did it.
We sorry for taking this big gap, but it's all right. We've been working. Just know we've been working.
We're working. Shot dark. Felici made it. We've been shooting films.
We do our thing.
Shooting videos. We doing our thing. Just know we working. If you don't see us, that means we working. If you see us, we probably don't see.
All right, y'all. That was episode whatever. First Year Foundations.
episode.
That's supposed to be the title. Episode whatever. Hey man. Hey, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's get it, man. Peace out.